NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll try and throw for it here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 21.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And now off to the races down the right side.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
79 yards.
And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And some room to run. There he goes, left side. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Jonathan Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
With his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Colts are once again back in front.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
They'll set up a throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Albert Okwuegbunam on the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line, 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Eagles 14, Colts 12. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
For our Colts. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Down to about the 45.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
117 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Minshew on first and 10. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Gay's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Swift going to try up the middle.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Throwing is Hurts. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 51 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Minshew, 1st and 10. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now inside the 25. Michael Pittman, touchdown! Michael Pittman, 83 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Boston Scott. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Minshew. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 121 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He spins free. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
73.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 26 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. The 20. Now he's loose again. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Minshew. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not that giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This is caught. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that's caught inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And it's caught. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's good for our Colts. 1st down and goal to go.
Now 1st and goal. Now Minshew hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to be stopped here at the